Hey everyone, this is for everyone on the forum. Just picked up my new car a couple weeks ago, the 2022 Honda Civic in white. I'll show it to you in a second, but I just wanted to go over a quick dash cam overview of how I installed it, what I got, and everything like this. Okay, here goes. So I got this dash cam off Amazon. It was 150 bucks, plus the SD card was 128 gigabytes. So it was I think it was 18 bucks on Amazon. This is the name of the company. I couldn't recommend it enough. This actually uses a 4K sensor, and the camera quality is actually 4K. You can look it up on Sony's website, which is nice. A lot of these cameras do not actually display in 4K, but they claim it. So then I head out to the car real quick. So there she is. Oh. And I'm just going to show you, I reversed the camera. So it's a 2-camera system. Here's the first one up in the top left. This bubbly thing I'm going to work on once I take the camera off because it's magnetic. But this is for the GPS sensor. And then here, there's the other camera. So I flipped them because I don't like the camera in the way or anything in my vision. So this is how I sit, see the dash, and then I'll check to my mirror. I can really only catch a little glimpse of it up there. So I'm just gonna show how I ran the wires. So I wanted it on, like I said, on this side. I didn't want it in my field of view at all. I then proceeded to run the wire up and under this camera module that comes with the car that reads the sensors and everything like that, up, around, and then it comes back down here. So you can start to see the wire here. It has a little bit of slack to it, but it's really not invasive at all. And then proceeded to run the wire down the side of the vehicle. Put a little electrical tape there so it stays in its little cubby. Ran it down and around, and then it comes back out this way. A little bit more electrical tape, and then at this point I can slip it under this little panel here, so you can start to see it disappear, and then here I'm gonna head to the back. It wraps around, and then it comes back out here, and to which right up in here, this is a little tricky spot, but then I could tuck it in and under. There's a gap between the seat and run it in front of behind the seat belt, so you don't get any interferences there. So you could kind of see it peek through, but you could really shove it down in there, and it disappears. Then coming to the trunk, I'll show you exactly how I ran this. I'll unleash both of those. We'll fold this down. And here's our wire here. So this is one wire, and this is the other wire. This is a flat cable, so it runs right up here and then into your dash cam here. I put it on the driver's side to keep it as out of the way as possible, and it turns on only when the car is on, so it doesn't drain your battery or anything. It comes with a small little battery so that if anyone walks by, it triggers, and it'll show the people or whatever walk by, or a car, just in your case, God forbid if you get, nudged or tapped or whatever while it's parked, it'll capture that as well. So coming on this side, I ran the other cable this way. So I'll put this down, and I'll pop this open, and you got a cable here. So this is where it plugs in. This is the only 12 volt. I wish every car in the nation had a 12 volt in the trunk, just in case, but it doesn't, and I think that will change eventually. But it runs up and under, and then you could start to disappear it under the glove box. Okay, I had a little extra wire, and so I chose to tuck it up and under here, which is nice. And then when it comes out over here, you can kind of start to see it right up in here. A little bit of glare, and then because it's a flat cable, you could slip it right under this panel really easily compared to the round one, which is nice. Coming back here again, flat cable comes right under here. You can start to see it poke through. I'm gonna fix all of that And then it comes up, wraps around, and then again, same thing as last time. Tucks right under the seat over here, behind the seat belt, and then behind both of these seats, okay? And then that's where it comes up and goes into the camera. Like I said, I think this is super clean. Excuse the, I live by O'Hare, so excuse the airplane going over, but camera-wise, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. And as soon as I do that, the dash cam is going to pop on in just a second here. And it makes a little chime. And I'll come to the back and I'll show you exactly what this thing sees, because it'll display both the cameras. So we got it here, it's on. The display does go off when it's, oh, there it popped on. The display does go off after some time to, you know, not be obtrusive, which is nice, so it doesn't distract you in your rear view. But this is so tucked far into the corner, it's not going to really affect much at all. So this is what I could see out the back and out the front. So I think it turned out really well because both of these are very wide angle. This display here is for the front, and this display here is for the rear. And I find that having the two cameras set up helps you, like in the event that you don't capture a license plate out the back, and then the person drives by your front, you have two opportunities to grab that license plate. This one's 4K, the other sensor is 1080p, and I can confirm that this one is 4K based off the sensor, and this one is 1080p based off the sensor. And the camera quality is just much better than previous cameras that I've had, and it shows. So you should have no problem capturing, you know, license plates once you zoom in and still the frame if you ever need to, you know, in the event. So I hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know. My username is Jolly95. I can answer any questions, and I can link to the camera and link to any cables or miscellaneous stuff that I had on in the dash cam setup. So thanks. I will hopefully be posting other videos about mods, but other than that, it's a wrap.